If these words have found you today, do not call it a coincidence. This moment was prepared long before you pressed play. God has seen something that many people around you have not noticed. He has watched every silent decision, every private sacrifice, every act of obedience that no one applauded. While others overlooked your faithfulness, heaven recorded every single moment. My child, your recent action was not small in my eyes. What you thought was an ordinary choice became an extraordinary act of faith. You chose kindness when anger felt easier. You chose patience when frustration wanted to control you. You chose to keep believing even when nothing around you seemed to change. Those decisions did not disappear into the air. They reached my throne. You have wondered whether your prayers were being heard. You have questioned whether your efforts mattered at all. There were nights when you almost gave up because you saw no evidence that anything was happening. Yet while you were waiting on earth, I was working in heaven. Every tear you shed became a prayer before me. Every moment you trusted me became another reason for my favor to move toward you. Listen carefully because this message is for the one who has been carrying a heavy heart. You have been asking, Lord, have you forgotten me? My answer is no. I have never forgotten you. I know your name. I know your struggles. I know the battles you never tell anyone about. I have watched you fight through disappointment after disappointment, yet you still whispered, God, I trust you. That whisper of faith was powerful. Many people believe miracles begin with dramatic moments, but often miracles begin with quiet obedience. The simple decision you made recently, the prayer you prayed, the forgiveness you offered, the generosity you showed, or the faith you held onto when everything looked impossible, those moments caught heaven's attention. I want you to understand something today. I do not measure your life the way the world does. The world celebrates popularity, wealth, and recognition. I celebrate faithfulness. I look at the heart. I see what no one else sees. I reward what others ignore. For a long time you have felt like nothing was changing. You planted seeds but saw no harvest. You kept praying but heard only silence. You kept hoping while doors remained closed. Yet what looked like silence was actually preparation. I was arranging people, opening unseen doors, removing hidden obstacles, and protecting you from things you never knew existed. There were opportunities that looked attractive but would have brought pain into your future. I closed those doors because I love you. There were relationships you desperately wanted to keep, yet I allowed them to end because I was protecting your destiny. At the time it felt like loss, but one day you will call it mercy. My child, I am not late. I have never been late. I work according to perfect timing, not human expectations. What feels delayed to you has been perfectly scheduled by me. Every season has a purpose. Every waiting period has a lesson. Every closed door has a reason. Today I want your faith to rise again. Do not allow disappointment to convince you that your future is empty. Do not let fear speak louder than my promises. The story is not over. In fact, a new chapter has already begun. You may not see it with your eyes yet, but heaven has already started moving on your behalf. The action you took recently became the key that unlocked something in the spiritual realm. Because you remained faithful, because you chose obedience over comfort, because you trusted me when you had every reason to quit. I have released blessings that no person can stop. The miracle is already in motion. It may not arrive the way you expect. It may come through an unexpected phone call, an unexpected opportunity, a healed relationship, restored peace, financial provision, or a door that suddenly opens without explanation. When it happens, remember this moment. Remember that I told you I was working long before you could see the results. So keep your heart open. Keep your faith alive. Keep thanking me before the miracle appears. Gratitude before the breakthrough is one of the greatest expressions of faith. I am preparing something that will remind you I have been with you every step of the way. Stay with this message, because what I am about to reveal next may completely change the way you see your current situation. My child, there is something I need you to understand before this miracle appears. Many people pray for blessings, but very few remain faithful during the waiting season. You have walked through days when nothing made sense. You smiled while carrying pain that no one could see. You encouraged others even when your own heart was growing tired. Every one of those moments mattered to me. I saw the prayer you whispered when everyone else was asleep. I saw the tears you quickly wiped away before anyone noticed. I saw the times you wanted to quit but decided to trust me one more day. Those moments became a testimony in heaven. You believed that because no one recognized your efforts, they had no value. But my child, what is hidden from people is never hidden from me. I do my greatest work in secret before I reveal it in public. Just as a seed grows beneath the soil before anyone sees a single leaf, I have been growing something powerful in your life. Do not compare your journey with anyone else's. The blessings I have prepared for you are designed specifically for your purpose. Someone else's timeline is not your timeline. Someone else's success does not cancel your future. I have written a unique story for your life, and every chapter has meaning. The enemy wanted you to believe that your waiting was a sign of rejection. But the truth is very different. Your waiting has been preparation. I have been strengthening your character so you can carry the blessing without losing your peace. A blessing received before the right season can become a burden. That is why my timing is always perfect. There are people who walked away from you because they believed you had nothing to offer. Do not chase them. Let them go with peace. I know how to bring the right people into your life at the right time. The connections I create will never require you to abandon your values or your faith. Very soon, you will notice small changes beginning to happen. Do not ignore them because they seem ordinary. Great miracles often begin with small signs. One conversation can change your direction. One opportunity can transform your future. One answered prayer can erase years of disappointment. When those moments come, do not respond with fear. Respond with faith. Walk through every door I open. Speak with confidence. Believe that I am with you wherever you go. You have asked me for confirmation, and this message is one of those confirmations. I am reminding you that I have not abandoned the work I began in your life. What I start, I finish. What I promise, I fulfill. Keep your eyes on me instead of your circumstances. Circumstances change every day, but my promises remain the same forever. When the storm becomes loud, remember my voice is stronger than the storm. When uncertainty surrounds you, remember my peace is greater than your fear. The miracle I have released is not only about changing your situation. It is also about changing your heart. I want you to experience peace that does not depend on circumstances, joy that cannot be stolen, and hope that grows stronger with every passing day. You are closer than you realize. The breakthrough you have been praying for is no longer a distant dream. It is moving toward you even now. Keep believing. Keep praying. Keep walking forward. I am leading you into a season where you will look back and realize that every delay had a purpose and every tear watered the miracle that was waiting to bloom. My child, I know there were moments when you questioned everything. You wondered if your faith was strong enough. You asked yourself whether your prayers had reached me at all. You looked around and saw others receiving what you had been praying for, and for a brief moment, discouragement tried to enter your heart. But I tell you today, do not measure my love by what you see around you. Measure it by my constant presence in your life. I have carried you through storms that should have broken you. I have protected you from dangers you never even knew existed. There were battles fought in the spiritual realm while you slept peacefully through the night. My angels surrounded you, and my hand remained upon your life. You may not remember every time I rescued you, but I remember every moment. I remember the accident that never happened. I remember the sickness that never reached you. I remember the wrong path you almost took before I gently redirected your steps. My protection has followed you every day, even when you did not recognize it. Now a new season is approaching. The season of constant disappointment is coming to an end. I am opening doors that no human being can shut. The answers you have waited for are closer than they appear. What seemed impossible is becoming possible because I am moving ahead of you. Do not allow fear to make you hesitate when opportunity arrives. Sometimes the blessing you prayed for will require courage to receive it. When I open the door, step through it with confidence. Do not let doubt convince you that you are unworthy. I chose you before you believed in yourself. I called you before you understood your purpose. I qualified you through my grace. There are people who will soon notice a change in your life. They will wonder how everything began to shift so quickly. They will not understand that what they see now is the result of years of quiet faithfulness. They did not see your private prayers. They did not hear your cries in the middle of the night. They only see the blessing, but I saw the process. Never forget where your help comes from. When the miracle arrives, remain humble. Continue to seek me with the same heart that sought me during the difficult days. Do not let success replace dependence on me. The greatest blessing is not the miracle itself, it is walking closely with me every day. My child, release every burden you have been carrying alone. You were never created to bear those weights without me. Give me your anxiety. Give me your fear. Give me your unanswered questions. Trust that I know how every chapter of your story will end. Even now, I am arranging details you cannot see. Conversations are taking place. Hearts are changing. Circumstances are shifting. Pieces of your future are falling into place exactly as I planned. What appears random to you is part of my perfect design. So wake up each morning with expectation instead of worry. Speak words of faith instead of defeat. Thank me before the answer arrives. Worship me before the breakthrough becomes visible. Faith grows strongest when it praises me before the miracle can be seen. Very soon, you will understand why I asked you to wait. You will understand why certain doors remained closed and why certain people walked away. Everything is leading you toward a future greater than you imagined. Hold on a little longer. Stay faithful a little longer. Continue trusting me, because what I have prepared for you is worth every moment of waiting. Your recent act of obedience has not been forgotten. It has become the beginning of a testimony that will inspire others to believe that I still perform miracles today. My child, I know there were days when you felt invisible. You looked around and wondered why everyone else seemed to be moving forward while you remained in the same place. The silence made you question my plans, and the waiting tested your faith. Yet even in those moments, I never stopped working on your behalf. Every delay carried a purpose. Every unanswered prayer was shaping you into the person I created you to become. If I had given you everything the moment you asked, you would have missed the wisdom, strength, and faith that only the waiting season could produce. Remember this: I never waste pain. I never waste tears. I never waste seasons of uncertainty. I use them to prepare you for blessings that are far greater than you can imagine. Some of the people who doubted you will soon witness my favor resting upon your life. Not so they will admire you, but so they will recognize my power. The miracle I am bringing is not only for your benefit, it is a testimony that will encourage others to trust me through their own difficult seasons. Do not seek revenge against those who misunderstood you. Leave every hurt in my hands. Forgiveness will free your heart and make room for the peace I want to give you. The greatest victory is not proving others wrong. The greatest victory is allowing my love to transform your heart. There is a blessing approaching that you have prayed about for a long time. At times you almost stopped believing it would ever happen. But I ask you now to lift your eyes with hope once again. What seems delayed is not denied. My promises never expire. You may notice unexpected changes in the coming days. A conversation may open a new opportunity. A closed door may suddenly swing open. Someone may reach out with news you never expected. When these moments happen, remember that they are not accidents. They are reminders that I have been working behind the scenes all along. Do not allow fear to steal your expectation. Fear always focuses on what could go wrong, but faith focuses on what I can make right. Choose faith every single day. Even when your emotions fluctuate, let your trust remain steady. Continue to pray with confidence. Continue to read my word. Continue to worship me when life is easy and when life is difficult. A heart that stays close to me will never walk alone. The miracle I have released is not limited by human timelines or earthly limitations. I can make a way where there seems to be no way. I can restore what was lost. I can heal what was broken. I can provide where there was lack. Nothing is impossible for me. My child, your story is changing. The chapter filled with discouragement is coming to an end, and a chapter filled with hope is beginning. Do not let the memories of yesterday stop you from embracing what I am doing today. Stand firm. Walk forward with courage. Keep speaking words of life over your future. Refuse to let doubt become louder than my promises. Soon you will look back and realize that the very action you thought was small became the turning point that opened the door to one of the greatest miracles of your life. When that day comes, give me the glory, because I have always been faithful, and I always will be. My child, before this new season fully unfolds, I want to prepare your heart for what is coming. Many people pray for a miracle, but when it begins to arrive, they fail to recognize it because it does not appear in the way they expected. Do not make that mistake. I often answer prayers one step at a time. I open one door before revealing the next. I give one instruction before unveiling the complete picture. If you remain faithful in the small steps, I will trust you with greater blessings than you have imagined. There is a reason I asked you to keep believing when nothing seemed to change. Faith that survives the silence becomes unshakable. Anyone can believe when everything is going well, but true faith is revealed when hope is tested. You have walked through that test, and I have been pleased with your perseverance. Do not return to the habits, fears, or voices that once held you back. The person you were yesterday is not the person I am calling you to become today. Leave behind the old doubts. Leave behind the old disappointments. Walk boldly into the future I have prepared for you. Some opportunities will require you to take a step before you see the entire path. Trust me enough to move forward. I have never asked you to understand everything. I have only asked you to trust the one who understands everything. As my favor begins to surround your life, remain humble. Remember the days when you cried out to me. Remember the nights when you waited in silence. Let those memories keep your heart grateful. Gratitude will protect you from pride and keep you close to me. Do not allow success to distract you from my presence. The greatest gift I can give you is not wealth, recognition, or comfort. The greatest gift is my presence walking with you every day. When you have me, you have everything you truly need. I am placing people in your path who will encourage your purpose instead of delaying it. I am removing influences that have quietly drained your peace. Even when you do not understand why certain relationships change, trust that I am guiding your steps toward what is best for you. The miracle I have released is already making its way through circumstances you cannot yet see. Every day brings you closer to the answer you have been waiting for. Do not become discouraged in the final stretch of your journey. Many people quit just before their breakthrough, but you must continue to stand firm. Wake each morning expecting my goodness. Speak with hope instead of fear. Let your words reflect the faith you carry in your heart. What you repeatedly declare shapes the atmosphere around your life. Fill your days with gratitude, hope, and trust. Very soon, you will discover that I was never delaying your blessing, I was preparing the perfect moment for it to arrive. And when it does, you will know beyond any doubt that it came from my hand. So continue walking with confidence. Continue loving others. Continue praying without ceasing. Continue believing even when your eyes cannot yet see the full picture. I am faithful to complete what I have begun in your life. The miracle has already been released. Now live each day with joyful expectation, because the testimony you have prayed for is drawing nearer with every passing moment. My beloved child, as this message comes to a close, I want these final words to remain in your heart long after today. Do not allow temporary circumstances to define your future. Your future is being written by my hands, not by your fears, not by your past, and not by the opinions of people around you. From this day forward, choose to walk with confidence. Even if you cannot see every answer, trust that I can see every step ahead. I am already present in the tomorrow that worries you today. Nothing surprises me. Nothing catches me unprepared. I have gone before you to make a way where there seems to be no way. Whenever doubt tries to enter your mind, remember this message. Remember that I told you your recent act of faith was seen in heaven. I told you that your obedience was never wasted. I told you that I have released a miracle according to my perfect will and perfect timing. Hold on to those promises instead of the voices of fear. Do not stop praying because you have not yet seen the complete answer. Continue praying with expectation. Continue thanking me before the blessing becomes visible. Continue praising me even in the waiting. Worship changes the atmosphere of your heart and reminds you that I am greater than every challenge you face. If today you feel weak, lean on my strength. If today you feel confused, seek my wisdom. If today you feel discouraged, rest in my promises. I have never failed those who sincerely place their trust in me. One day you will tell your story to someone who is losing hope. You will remember these difficult seasons, not with pain, but with gratitude. You will say, God never left me. Even when I could not see His hand, He was working behind the scenes. Your testimony will become someone else's reason to believe again. Do not fear what tomorrow may bring. Fear has never created a miracle, but faith has opened countless doors. Walk forward with peace in your heart, knowing that I am holding your hand. Even when the road seems uncertain, my guidance is certain. Now receive this blessing. May my peace guard your heart and your mind. May my wisdom guide every decision you make. May my favor surround you wherever you go. May every closed door that is not meant for you remain shut, and may every door prepared by my hand open at the perfect time. May your home be filled with peace, your heart be filled with hope, and your future be filled with the goodness I have prepared for you. I bless your family. I bless your work. I bless your health. I bless your dreams. I bless every prayer you have whispered in secret. May you never lose faith, even when the journey becomes difficult. Remember that I am always with you. Go forward with courage. Go forward with joy. Go forward with unwavering faith. The miracle has been released, and in the right moment you will see what I have already begun. Thank you for spending these moments in my presence. Keep your heart open to my voice, continue to trust me every day, and never forget that I love you with an everlasting love. I am your refuge, your strength, your provider, and your faithful Father. May my grace be with you today, tomorrow, and always. Amen.